John, we're going to have to do it all over again with Bristol Rovers, but the right decision by the referee, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a farce. It almost was a farce from kick-off, with a howling wind from one end of the pitch to the other, and obviously incessant rain, and it just kept coming down all the time. If anything, at half-time, I think he could have pulled the plug and said enough's enough, because there was no football played. It was a complete lottery. Always the risk, of course, of players getting injured because they can't stand on their feet. There was one incident where Mike Connolly got battered down here in this corner flag, and it was a late tackle, but I mean, it made it worse because the guy was able to slide in sort of through the water, to be honest, and you know, someone can get hurt in those kind of situations, and we couldn't play our football at all. We couldn't get the ball down because you couldn't actually pass it because it was just stopping in the water, so it did become a farce. In fact, when they kicked off, I think in the second half, there was a through ball that Fads just ducked underneath to leave it to go through the goalkeeper, and it stopped in the water, and the Bristol guy could have scored. So he made the right decision in the end. I think it should have been made a little bit earlier, but nevertheless, the game's off, and we got to try and squeeze another game into our already heavy schedule.
Have you encountered conditions like that before as a player or in marriage?
Yeah. You know, in the old days at the baseball ground when I was a player there,
they'd have played on in that, wouldn't they?
Well,
in the mud?
Well, it looked like that after 5 minutes in that old mud. It did used to rain on there, and the water just never went away. So if you did get a shower on there, you were up to your neck in it in those days. But I haven't quite seen conditions like that for a long time, Bruce, to be honest. And it was unfair. It was unfair on the players that you're asking them to play in conditions that are not suited to anything at all, certainly not suited to football, and it's totally unfair. And for the fans, really, to come and see something like that.
Yeah, they got behind the team, didn't they, in the second half?
They were brilliant. Got the drum going, the back of the stand there, behind the goal, and kicking towards that way. To be fair, when Big Gary come on, he looked very lively, and for the 10 minutes or so that he was on the pitch, but no, we're going to have to do it all again.
Just have to warm up now and get ready for Saturday.
Absolutely. We'll certainly get ourselves prepared. You know, that you'll be surprised actually how much that game has taken out of your body, trying to run through those kind of conditions. It's almost like having great big heavy weights tied to your ankles, you know. One or two of the boys said afterwards that they felt so heavy because you just couldn't run on it. I mean, it's ridiculous trying to play on that surface, and obviously it's cut it up quite badly as well for the groundsman, which we're not too pleased about. But there you go, we get another chance again soon.